Guys, welcome back to my channel. So today we are going to explore on problem management. So as part of our ServiceNow ITSM and development series, this is the second video. I've already introduced a video on incident management as part one, so you can also watch it. I'll provide the link in the description. So without wasting our time, let's talk about what is a problem management and why it is required, because it plays a very crucial role in terms of ITSM, as in IT service management. So if you talk about problem management, so exactly. So these are some objectives which we are going to cover during this video, which is what is problem, second is goals of a problem management, and third is problem management workflow. So now let's start from exactly what is problem. So let's suppose if you are facing a Teams issue at the same point of time, your colleague, your friend also facing the same kind of issue. And if you observe in a minute or a second, like if your entire team faces the same problem or there's a glitch from the Microsoft end, then it becomes a problem because there are many users impacted. So if many users are facing the same issue or if an incident is recurring again and again, so I believe that require a resolution or a root cause. So this is something called a problem because it always becomes a problem. Let's suppose your laptop you have a issue with your laptop. Sometimes it goes down, sometimes it's shut down. So when you just open it, it again opens up, but again it goes to the reboot mode. So that means you have some problem with the system hardware. So that is something that require a resolution or a root cause. So for example, hardware crash, network issue, like that. So if you remember recently, we had a glitch from the CrowdStrike Microsoft end where every laptop was showing a blue screen of death error. So that was a major problem because uh, sub entire users who had a Windows, all were get impacted, even I too. So this is what a problem. Now, if we talk about goals of a problem management, so as an agent or as an engineer or as an service desk agent, finding an underlying root cause to resolve the issue as soon as possible. Meanwhile, provide a temporary workaround to minimize the business impact. So, if I give you the example on this, let's suppose you're working on your laptop, your official laptop, and suddenly it goes down. Now you have a very important presentation to make. Now what do? You just go to the IT team and ask for the replacement, either replacement of the laptop or the fix. So what they provide, what they say, sorry sir, I can't replace your laptop as per the process, but yes, I can provide you the temporary laptop until your permanent laptop gets fixed. So this is something, a goal of a problem management, to provide a workaround until the issue gets resolved. Okay, now we talk about problem management workflow. So this is problem management workflow. At the first stage of problem creation, agent or service desk team detects the problem which needs to be needs to be identified, which needs resolution. So that is what a problem creation stage defines a role to stage of identification where service desk agent identifies the problem, that what is actually happening and why it is happening, because that is something required a root cause. Now in the assessment stage, during this assessment stage, service desk agent or the team, they categorize the problem, what kind of problem it is. It is something related with the software, is it something related with the hardware, is it something related with some network issue, like that. So during the assessment stage, they go ahead, they identify, they categorize the issue, and under the root cause analysis, once they identify what kind of issue is it, what kind of issue is it occurring, so they start finding the resolution or a root cause. So while finding the root cause, they also find if there is any workaround. Workaround means that which we can provide to the user to minimize the business impact. So that is something what they do under this root cause analysis stage. Now, when we say fix in progress, when it goes to fix in progress, it means they have identified the fix and now they are deploying those fix in the production environment, either via change or any part of another deployment, like that. So fix in progress, and finally the problem gets resolved and then closed. So this is the entire workflow of problem management. Like first, they detect the problem, they log the problem, and in the second stage they categorize the problem, they identify the problem which actually required a root cause. In the third case, they actually start finding about the root cause of the issue, what is happening, why it is happening, how it can be fixed, and if there is a workaround, so we can provide it to the user in order to minimize the business impact. In the fix in progress stage, they actually start developing the uh, solution of the issue, and as soon as they try to they try to fix it. Now when actually problem state changes to resolve, that means that fix is already deployed on production, so we have a fix, that problem is resolved, this is no existing further anymore. Now under the close stage, when actually entire ticket gets resolved, so after 7 days it also gets closed by the system. Okay, so now we are going to take a look on demo on instance, that how we create a problem, what are the stages we just talked about. Let's go to the instance. As we just talked about problem management and during the presentation, now we are going to take a look on instance, that how we create a problem, what are the phases of the problem. So I'll quickly go ahead into the filter navigator, and now I'll type problem. And if I type problem, so you see here are some of the modules like problem, create new, assign to me, open. So create new will take you to the new form to create a problem. Assign to me will take you to the page where it shows the problem assigned to the current logged in user. And the open, if I click on this open module, it will take you to the page of the all open problems. Open and unassigned, as its name conveys, that it will take you to the page where problems are open but that is not assigned to any of the group or anyone. And if I click on resolve, so it will take me to the page where I'll see the problem which is has already resolved, now risk accepted, known errors and all. So if I click on all, so it will take me to the entire problem table for the problem records, where it shows the state, is it a new, assessed, closed, resolved, root cause analyzed, etc. So let's first open a closed problem to see how the stage works, and then we'll go ahead and create a new problem. So for this, if you see, it is loading for now. Now if you see this problem number, so originating task is incident, that means we have created this problem via this incident. So it is possible to create an problem from an incident to, let's say if you're facing an issue, your laptop went down suddenly, you went to the IT team, they actually fix that issue and they close that incident. Now after 3 days or a week, you face this, you are facing a same issue. Now again you went to the IT team, they again took the resolution, took the solution for your laptop, and they fixed it. Now after 1 month, again the issue is same and you're still going back to the IT team. So that is something a problem, because that incident becomes a problem because that is recurring again and again. Now in that case, what they will do, they will convert an incident to a problem, or they will create a new problem from this particular incident, where it actually needs to identify a root cause analysis, why it is happening and what can be the workaround if there is, to minimize the business impact obviously. So as I say, here are also some category fields like software, hardware, network and database. So here you see a four category types: software, hardware, network and database. So here you also see configuration item, and the problem statement is same as a short description in incident we have. And you see here notes, and under some related links you see incident, affected CIs, problem, task, change request, outages and attached knowledge. Now let me go ahead and open a problem. I'll create a new to identify the work stages. So as of now, originating task is nothing. So I'll take a category as hardware, and I'll write my laptop hardware are getting crashed again and again. Okay, now my laptop, for now I will save it. So as of now, if you see, uh, this problem has created. So for now, the state is in new. So the moment I'll assign it to someone or some group, the state changes from new to assess. So let's say I'll assign it to the hardware group, and I'll save it. Now I'll save it again. Okay, so for now it is not assigned, it is not, the state is not changed to assess. Now what I'll do, I'll also provide the configuration item. Let's say any IBM. Now I will save it. Now if you see, for now also it is not going to assess state, because for the in order to move the flow from new to assess, you also need to assign this problem to someone. So this is not only thing that you're assigning it to the assignment group and it is moving to assess. So for that, let's say we have an agent to assist on this problem, like who is going to digging out into the system and going to find a issue, what is happening, to detect an issue. So let's say I'll assign to uh, Beth Anglin. Okay, no user is showing under this. So I'll take new. I'll say demo underscore user. I'll create one new user record. So demo last name is user and I will submit it. Okay, now this has been assigned to demo user. I'll save it again. Now if you see that problem state move from new to assess, just because you have only assigned to the assignment group, that means that hardware group, but we need someone from the hardware group to go ahead into the system and take a look on the issue, what is happening, to identify the root cause, how we can solve it, to identify the workaround if there it is, to minimize the business impact. So this is how we created a problem. Now if you see here, we have a note. Under that notes we can see that assignment group hardware, so it shows the, basically it shows the history. And under the affected CI, you also see that affected CI any IBM which we selected during this configuration item. Now as of now, impact is low, urgency is low. Now this is something in a assess state for now. Now I need to move it to the root cause analysis. So how can I move it? I just need to click on confirm. So if you see, if I click on confirm, change state to root cause analysis, because I have identified the problem now. Now I'm going to do a root cause analysis. Let's say I have identified the problem. I have identified the problem. I've identified the problem, and now I am going to find the root cause of it, and I will post it, and I will save it once more. Okay, now let's say I have found the issue. It's with your laptop motherboard that needs change. Motherboard that needs to be replaced. I'll post it once more. I'll save it again. And now I'll just click on fix or accept risk. If you see, here is one a UI action or a button, you see accept risk. So risk, what would be the risk? So if I'm changing a motherboard or replacing a motherboard of my laptop, so the risk is to we can lose the data, because we are going to change the entire motherboard. So let's say, as we are going to replace the motherboard of the laptop, so data would get lost. So data, let's say, so we cannot back up the data, hence there is a risk that we lose the data. Okay, now I'll just click on accept risk. So the moment I'll click on accept risk, one modal will appear and it asks me for the confirmation that what I'm going to accept. So if you see cause note, now the moment I click on accept risk, this state of the problem will change to close and the resolution code is risk accepted. So for now I'm not going to do this. I just click on fix for now, and if I click on fix, I need to provide a fix note. So let me provide a fix note and a cause note. So as found, laptop motherboard is having problem, and let's say it is a cause note and a fix note. Laptop motherboard needs to be replaced, and I will okay, click on okay. So the moment I clicked on fix, as of now the state moved from root cause analysis to fix in progress. That means that we are doing the fix, we are making the required changes or in order to resolve the problem. Now here accept risk comes into the picture. Like, we have identified the problem, we have uh, introduced the we have proposed the solution now, but we also need to accept a risk, because while making the changes, while fixing that problem, there are some risks that might impact. So in our scenario, uh, risk is to lose the data, as we are going to replace the motherboard of the laptop, so we cannot back up the data. Hence there is a risk that we lose the data. So the moment I'll click on accept risk, so if you see in the cause note, as found, laptop motherboard is having problem that needs to be replaced, that needs to be replaced, risk accepted, reason yes, I'll just provide yes, and I'll click on okay. So the moment I click on okay, state moves to closed and this problem got closed. So I would like to make an apology. So during the presentation I said that it takes 7 days to close the system. That was for the incident, not for the problem. So problem gets closed as we accept the risk. So as of now we closed this problem successfully. Now I so the process, the flow would be same. If I just make, let's say, make an incident, or if there is an existing incident, so we are going to just convert that incident to a problem, or we are going to create a problem from that incident. So I'll just open any of the incident. Let's say my outlook is not working. Okay, now this time I'm going to convert this incident to the problem, or going to create a problem from this incident. Like, if you see copy incident, create normal change, create standard change, uh, create outage, create problem. So here is the UI action and the context menu. So the moment I click on create problem, you see the problem record has created, and the originating task is the incident ending with 013, which is my outlook is not working. So if you see here in the problem statement is also got copied from the short description of an incident. Now we need to uh, find the root cause of this problem. So as of now it is in a new state. So I need someone to take care for this problem. So let's say I identify the category as software, and I'll identify subcategory, let's say email, because Outlook is something related with the email. Now I'll assign it to the software team, and here if you see I do not have any member under the software, so I'll just create one new member. Let's say software manager, software manager, and I will submit it. So the moment I'll assign it to someone, this problem state moved from new to assess, but as of now it shows an invalid update because assigned to user software manager must be a member of assignment group. Yes, of course it should be. So let me go ahead and assign that user to this group. So in order to do that, I need to go to the group table, which is sys underscore user underscore group, and here I'll search my software group. I'll open the software group and we'll just add one new user which we just created for this. So I'll just click on edit and I'll see software manager. I'll add it. And now I go back to this problem and the assignment group. Let me go back to the problem table, and if I go to all, it will show the problem. So I'll just apply a filter which is created on today. I'll run this filter and I'll open this. My Outlook is not working, so as of now the state is new. I'll take a category as software, subcategory as email. I'll assign it to the software group. I'll save it and I'll assign it to the software manager. No, it's not showing, so I believe there is some reference qualifier. So reference qualifier is another concept which we are going to take a look in our further videos. So as of now, let's see. I'll change a group to another demo group, let's say App Engine Studio, and see if I have anyone from this group. No, I don't have anyone. So let's say I am not going to assign it to any group. I am going to assign it to the individual user. So as say problem administrator or let's say problem manager. So I will save it. So the moment I assign this problem to problem management, the state moved from new to assess, because problem manager is the concern who's going to take a look on this problem, who's going to identify the root cause, who's going to identify the issue, who's going to log that or detect the problem issue, that why it is happening, how it is occurring, how we can solve it. So the problem manager is someone who's going to take care for this problem. Now the same process we follow, like, okay, so there is also one more UI but action or a button which you can see, like follow and a mark as duplicate. So if there is a problem, like if there is any existing problem which is related with the email, so you can also go ahead and check that, and you can also mark this as a duplicate, that because that problem has already raised. Now if I, let's say if I click on follow, what happens? So you are now following, you will be notified on any new comments or work notes according to your notification setting. So the moment you click on follow as a assignee, so if anyone updates a work note or a comment, you always get a notification that hey, this problem is updated or we have a new comment under this problem. So now I'm following this. So if I click on confirm, what it will do? So if you see here, state moved from assess to root cause analysis, as we saw in a previous example. Now as of now, the state is in root cause analysis. Now what I'm going to do, I'll just click on fix. Now here I need to provide a cause note. So we identified Outlook license has expired. uh, New license has already requested, and I'll click on OK. So as Outlook license has expired, we have already requested it, so we can accept a risk as there is no risk of anything. So let's say yes, accepted, and I'll just click on OK. So what it will do, it will again close the problem. And if you see under the analysis information, here a general note, you see resolution information, you see the fixed note, the new license is already requested. And under the other information, there would be some other information like sys general field open by, confirm by. So basically sys general field is a field or generated by the system, which has the value which is already generated by the system, so we cannot make any changes with it. Okay, so as of now, we took a look on problem management, how it works. So as of now, part of this ServiceNow ITSM development, this was the second part of video. And also I request, if you have not watched my introduction video on incident management, I would request to go ahead and watch it. I'll provide the link into the description. Thank you very much.